In this episode of Solitude and Sailing, baby Tati and I go on a nice nature hike at Rome Point in Rhode Island. We found some scenic areas along the way, and our first stop, as beautiful as it was not the trailhead. Welcome to another episode of Solitude and Sailing. We are sailing in Rhode Island.
Looking good.
Cory Asbury.
Couscous is on the move. Wing on wing.
What a beautiful day to be out by the water. We're going to take some more of this breathtaking views and then venture out and try to find our trailhead to Rome Point. Hopefully, we'll catch a seal or two. If you enjoy being out in nature, going on hikes, trailheads, then maybe you might enjoy this video also. We are out on Bissell Cove, looking out over the bay towards the island of Jamestown, Rhode Island. Those homes in the distance are located on Jamestown, Rhode Island. We took a ride out to Rome Point in Rhode Island to come and see if the harbor seals were still here. So went out for a walk and looked around. I don't see any harbor seals out today. Maybe they're down in the bay further. I'm not sure. What do you think, Tati? Why are you panting? Huh? Why are you panting? So interesting, around here, there's like no parking on the streets either side of the road. And there's a little beach area, but it looks like it's a private beach area too. We're gonna go out and just take a look around. This is early December, actually. I almost said end of November, early December. So it's a bit chilly out. I don't think anybody's at the beach. And no one definitely coming swimming today. Water's too cold and the air's too cold. But it is a nice view, nice scenic area. See a little day sailor out in front of somebody's private beach area out here. Some boats are moored. There's a nice little sailboat moored. So it's pretty, definitely pretty, but it's too bad there's not like any small area for public parking. We need a little bit more available shoreline around here. Let's go take a look. So that must be Rome Point Seal Beach, and those are the rocks where the harbor seals usually are. We are about a mile, 1.7 miles away from the trailhead. There's apparently a trail that runs through there, and the trailhead starts somewhere out there. So let's head out to the real trailhead. Guess what, baby Tati? We made it. We made it to the trailhead. Baby Tati's thirsty. He's so thirsty, huh? We're gonna go for a walk. Are you ready to go for a walk? Are you ready to go for a walk? You ready, honey? We're gonna go for a walk. So as you can see, there is parking here. I thought so. So this is the John Chafee Nature Reserve. And we are gonna go to Seal Beach, I think it's called. Oh, look at that. Wear the long pants, socks, stay on the trail. Where are we? I think we're gonna be heading out here. We were just right up here. And then we went all the way around, parked. Now we're gonna walk up the trail. All right, let's go. So pets are responsible. Pets are welcome. Owners are responsible. What? How did whoever get in here and do this? Serious? Always keeping a lookout for stuff. Could be deer, could be birds, little animals. So I'm listening, looking. I forgot to turn on my All Trails app, which keeps track of my walking distance. Also provides with a map of the actual trail, especially since it's my first time here. But this is a pretty wide trail. I don't think I'm getting lost today. So it's basically a straight shot up to the waterfront, and then go left and circle around towards the Seal Beach, where the rocks point out where the rocks are that the harbor seals tend to go on. I didn't see any from the other beach we were just at, so I'm not sure if they're out up here right now. They're definitely here this time of year. And straight across would be Block Island. They're definitely at Block Island too. So we've seen them there. Hopefully we'll be able to see some later. Either way, this is gonna make for a nice hike. The leaves are dry, so any little bit of rustling in the bushes you can hear. I think it's mostly small birds, but all around us, both sides, I can hear things rustling in the bush. Thank God there's no mountain lions around here. You hear stories of hikers down in the Colorado Pacific Northwest trails walking through and getting attacked by mountain lions, cougars. Rhode Island, I don't think we have any. We don't have any. There is an occasional black bear sighting. Northern Rhode Island. We got bobcats, coyotes, fisher cats, fox. Don't need to fear any of those. I guess if there was a rabid coyote, then it could come at me. Got a trusty walking stick, the distance keeper between the coyote and man. The good old trusty walking stick. And nothing to fear. Yea, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Let's go. It's definitely a beautiful day to go out for a walk. I think it's like 35 degrees. The air is crisp. It's sunny. My nose is a little chilly. Got gloves on. Got a hat. The dog has her sweater on. It's a bit of a walk for her little feet. So, she's in the backpack. She kind of likes being there. She's got the warmth from my back. It's padded. It's screened so she can get air. She can see what's going on. And she can hear my voice. This trail's not bad. So far, so good. All right. I'll see you guys when we're down by the water. Unless a deer come through or something. So you see that old stone wall there? Let's see if I can get you a closer look. We see these stone walls all through New England. We're in the state of Rhode Island. You have these old stone walls. I think they're from the colonial era. When they would clear off the farmland and make walls out of it. So basically that tells me this area, see the wall, was definitely an area that was habited. People lived here. There were stories here. There were things happening. Maybe we had some early Native Americans up here. Don't know. But I think these date back to the colonial period. It's just an interesting thought when I see those stone walls to think some time ago people lived and walked by here. There was civilization. It was the chatter of the folk. Maybe kids at play. Maybe there were farm animals. And all of that is in memory now. None of that is around right now. This is like woods. This is pretty dense. Everything's built up around that wall. It's all built up. Those people passed through here and we're walking on the same grounds they walked. We're walking on the same trail, maybe even that long ago Native Americans walked. There's that connection with the land where you are at. So I find that very interesting. It even sparks some curiosity. What was it like for the people that lived here centuries ago? What lives? What stories? What encounters? What did they experience in life? They passed through. Are they remembered? Are there gravestones nearby? And then you look at us. We are just passing through. I'm walking here right now. 50 years from now, somebody might be walking through here, the same spot that I'm walking on. 100 years from now, they'll have no idea that I was here. So we're just passing through life. So please do. Oh, we got neighbors. Please do take time and enjoy life. So here we are. We made it by the waterfront. We got neighbors. Here is the oyster farm. Tati, be nice. Tati likes to bark, right? But then when the dogs come near, she just chills right out. No, Tati. Oh, I know where I am. I was not expecting this at all. So there is the oyster farm. And I knew I've driven past this thing before. And right there, that's the Jamestown Bridge. I was not expecting that. Tati, no, no. And then in the background, you can see the Newport Bridge. Tati, be nice. Tati thinks she needs to protect me from this guy's dog. Mine's in the bag. She's a little 6-pound Yorkie. Yeah, this one likes to bark. She barks at everything. So this oyster farm, that guy was on, I don't know if it was on a PBS station, but he definitely was on a documentary. And it's definitely a video on YouTube that I've seen where they come out on this boat and they go to this oyster farm and they show you like the different stages of growth of the oysters, how they harvest them. And this boat that's out there right now looks just like the boat I saw in the documentary. So that's pretty interesting. We're at the beach. So he's saying that I might be able to see some seals out there. That's Wickford. It's Wickford. So one time I was on Solitude and I had burned all the fuel on one of my tanks. I switched over to the other tank and that tank was low. Right before you enter the channel towards where the fuel dock is, my engine stalled. I'm like, oh man. I looked, I'm like, oh no, I'm on E. Both tanks on E. Turned it off, paused, and I'm like, I need to get in there. Turned it on, she started up, and I just coasted on fumes right to the fuel dock and just got lucky that day because I was about to drop anchor and call a sea tow to come get me. It's pretty cool. Some of us are a little bit more amazed at simple things than others. If you're watching this channel, then I imagine you're a camping, sailing, nature enthusiast. Maybe you like hiking. Maybe you like being by the water. Maybe you enjoy the simple things in life. I do. So, grown man, I might pause and pick up a shell or two. Look at the trails. Somebody here with their dog. I can see the trails for the person in front of us. We're almost at Seal Rock. Here's some slate. So this makes for a good skipping rock. Slate. Make some arrowheads out of there too. I guess this is what they call the Narrows. I see a guy there call hogging. Woo. It's a little bit chilly to be out in the water call hogging. But yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Got a family of ducks here. stock on the camera, but it's really not. So cool. Look at that. Let me zoom out a little bit. That is pretty cool entry point. It looks like you're entering into Narnia or something like that. Some kind of like fairy tale entrance. Look at the colors. Wow. It's the simple things in life, right? The simple things. But this is probably a good area that you may bump into some ticks. We're staying on the trail, away from the tree, away from the woods. So I think we're gonna be good. The dog is in the bag. I think I'd be a little concerned having to run around here, especially in this grass. Maybe there's some ticks in there. However, it is cold right now, so should not be tick season. December, 30 degrees, 35 degrees. Do not think it's tick season. Now we're in the pine forest, pine trees, evergreens. Pretty cool. I see some water in the distance. This has been a very interesting trail, nice views, pretty easy to walk. I'd imagine if you come here after a rain, it might be a little bit muddy, but I think overall, I like this trail. I maybe give it a 9 on a scale of 0 to 10. Need a little more space for public parking. 9.5. Let's go with 9.5 because this is pretty serene. I bet in the summer it's even nicer because you see all the boats sailing past. Bring a picnic with you. Sit on the beach and have a picnic. However, I also imagine the parking would be an issue in the summer because Rhode Island's waterfronts, Ocean State waterfronts, there's public parking, they fill up. We're almost at the seals. So this spot is directly across the water from where we were just at. That's the area where I parked the van for a second, but there's no parking there. It's all private, so we could not stay there. Somebody likes this area because they left their chair here. Let's see if we can find any seals. Wait a minute. I think I might see a seal. Let me see. I'm gonna get up on this rock over here. A little bit of a better vantage point. Rah. Whoa. Is that a big seal on that rock? Or, no, that's not. That's just the difference in color from low tide to high tide. But that's the point where you would expect to see the seals. I'm not really seeing any right now out there. Where are they? Something popping its head, maybe by the rock. Or that could just be a smaller rock. Basically, this is the point where the seals would be. friend of mine took a picture of them not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. I'll see if I can edit that in here. And it'll be like we saw them. Well, we technically saw them on the photo. No, I don't see them here. I see birds. See a little bit of action. I wonder if it's the same family of seals that make their way up the bay towards Rocky Point, which would be, that's Quonset Air Force Base. On the other side of that, further down, is Rocky Point. Now, while on the Rocky Point shoreline, we did see seals.
There's one in the water and there's one in the rock.
We see, yep, he's right on the rock, the little
There's
seal.
another one in the water.
On our Block Island trip, we anchored at Salt Pond and took a bike ride up to the North Shore. And there at North Shore Beach, in front of the lighthouse, we were able to see a family of seals. It's so surreal when you see these beautiful animals in their natural habitat. This is where they belong, out in nature, and not trapped in a museum or in a big tank. As for our trip today, we didn't spot any seals, but maybe, perhaps, on the next hike out here, we will find some, and I'll be sure to take a photo and share with y'all. Anyhow, it was still worth taking this walk out. I have no regrets. I enjoyed this beautiful day, and I'm glad you were able to come along with me. What a lovely walk we just went on. I hope you enjoyed this episode, Solitude and Sailing. When the sailboats are away, the hikers come out and play. Seriously, I do hope you enjoyed it. At least maybe you discovered a new trail. Rome Point, Rhode Island. I discovered a new trail. I'll be back here with my outdoor adventures group. We like being outside, hiking, biking, fishing, boating, all of the above. Check the box. Don't know, but this was a nice walk. Feeling blessed. It's always good to get some fresh air. The rest of my day will go well also. And I'm hoping the rest of your day goes well too. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I just want to say thank you for watching another episode of Solitude and Sailing. We'll see you out on the water during boating season, or maybe I'll catch you on a trail. But either way, even if you can't get there yourself, I'll bring you there with me. God bless you. Fair winds and following seas to all my boaters out there. Thank you for watching another episode of Solitude and Sailing. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get up-to-date videos as they come out. We'll see you out on the water. Fair winds and following seas.